if you are buying a new construction home or considering buying new construction, I need for you to pay attention to this video, because these builders out here will try to rush you when a house isn't even finished. They will try to schedule a walkthrough when they know that house is not move-in ready, and you were liable to get stuck with a house that you don't want, and it's not even right if you don't pay attention. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgess. I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and my firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. Okay, I'm just gonna jump into it because I'm really your girl is hot like fish grease. I'm hot like fish grease. First of all, let me just say something about the new home builders, and I'm really trying not to be real negative, but I saw a report this week that says they have that the new home builders nationwide have over 7 months worth of supply. That means homes that they have already built, spec homes. We call them speculative homes because they built them without an end buyer, right? Because they had already, and I'm gonna link the video I did in October about why the builders can't stop building. Because they already had paid for all that materials, the land and everything. They got the crews working, whatever crews they got, they had to go ahead and build. But let me say this, they will try to rush you. If you're in the contracting process, you're getting close to closing, you're even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go over a couple of things. I'm gonna tell you what they're trying to do to one of my buyers, and I'm trying not to catch a case. I'm trying not to really speak some people out, but you need to stand firm when y'all dealing with these builders. Okay, so like I said, these builders, they have to build because they've already spent this money, developed this land, all that good stuff. That's fine. I don't have no problem with that. You run your business, the way you need to. But when they start getting stupid, you need to put your foot down. Just like in that video I told y'all need to go in there and bust them in the mouth, bust them upside the head, ask for everything. While they'll be complaining, the buy down, it costs us this amount of money, and if we pay your closing costs, it's this amount, and da-da-da-da, and so keep it coming. You got over 7 months worth of inventory you need to sell. I can go buy another house. There's 9,000 builders, in the area. I can go somewhere else. So first of all, you need to stand firm. Let me tell you where I'm irritated at. And yes, I am irritated. Okay. So let me say this. As a realtor, as a real estate broker, okay, if I am doing a deal for myself, for an immediate family member, for someone I am related to, we have to do a personal interest disclosure. That just lets everybody know in the transaction that I am representing someone I'm related to, right? Or I'm doing a transaction for myself, just so everybody's on the same playing field, okay? And again, listen, I said that's for somebody I'm related to. I'm talking about a deal I'm doing for my bestest friend. Me and my friend have been friends since the 5th grade, and we are 55 years old now, okay? So when I tell you she ain't family, she's more than family. I don't even deal with people in my family like this or this long or anything. You understand what I'm saying? She's the godmother of my children. I'm the godmother of her children. So just because, let me just say this, peep game, just because I don't give you a personal interest disclosure does not mean that person is not like family to me. Okay. I know I have a history. I have a habit of getting sometimes too personally involved, but I feel like I treat every transaction like that's my money. I don't care if you're spending $50,000, $500,000, $1 million, whatever. That amount of money is important to you. And when you entrust me to be your agent, that means I'm representing you. I'm going to bat. You know what I'm saying? I got your back, whatever. But just because I don't give you a personal interest disclosure, don't assume that you understand the relationship between me and my client, number one. Okay. So what had happened was we've been under contract since September on a new build, new construction, built from the ground up. Okay. We're using a builder's lender. Let me stop right here and let me tell y'all a little something about that. According to RESPA laws, Real Estate Settlement Protection Act, you can have whatever mortgage company that you want. You can have whatever title company that you want. Nobody can make you use certain people in the transaction. Okay? That's up to you, because ultimately when you go over that loan estimate, when you go over the settlement statement at the end, at the closing, you're the one paying all those fees. You may get a credit from the seller, the builder, you may get a grant, you may get whatever, right? But ultimately it's you who's paying all those fees on that settlement statement. Okay, so you get to make that choice. But I know, listen, they make it, the builders want to make it where, you know, if you use our lender, our preferred lender, you know, we'll give you X number of closing costs. We'll do the buy down. We'll do this. We'll do that. Whereas when you bring your own mortgage originator, they don't want to do that. And that's because the builder owns the title company or owns part of or the mortgage company. The builder normally owns part of the mortgage company, if not the whole mortgage company outright. Or they have some type of super affiliate disclosure that they'll give you saying that, yeah, part of the fees that you pay into the mortgage company, the builder may get a cut of it because they're an affiliate or they're a partnership or they're partially or wholly owned or whatever they're going to say. They're going to give you the disclosure. Just so you know, they get money. Listen to me now. They complaining about all this money they gave you, right? Because they doing a buy down, they doing closing costs. You know, they putting in new appliances. They doing this, they doing that. Okay, cool. But when you using their mortgage company, they're getting part of those fees back. So you cry me a river somewhere else, because I don't want to hear all that. Okay. So let me just say that first. So we dealing with the builder's mortgage company. Okay, cool. I didn't say nothing. I went to the appointment with my people, with my customer. You know, not just because she my bestest friend, but just because that's what I do. You know, if you ask me to go, I'm going to go. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to try my best not to say nothing. And this was the person that they little mortgage guy couldn't explain hardly nothing on that loan estimate. You gonna tell me you gonna charge me all these fees, but you can't explain nothing on the loan estimate. So when we going over the loan estimate and he gonna claim he been doing this for 15 years, then he couldn't explain nothing. So then my friend kept looking at me, and then I was like, so finally I said, excuse me, can I run this part right here? Can I run this part to explain this? Okay. Yeah, no, my friend and her husband are not first-time buyers, but they ain't bought a house in 9 years. And who sold them the last house? Okay, hello. So I have no problem with refreshing folks, you know, because you need to know you're the one paying all these thousands of dollars. I'm not. So yeah, so I went on, I explained the loan estimate because homeboy seemed like he was having such a problem with it. Okay, cool. So fast forward to now. Why did the builder call my client and not me? Number one, I'm gonna get back around on that. But anyway, the builder calls my client and tells my client they're gonna do their final walkthrough this month on November 24th. Now, when is their closing date? November 26th, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And you didn't even call me. You see what I'm saying? They didn't call me. When there's not supposed to be any interaction really between you and my customer, my client. You're supposed to come through the agent. I'm trying to get into heaven. I be losing points. So I'm not going to say nothing, you know, I'm be quiet. So they call my client and say, well, your walkthrough is going to be Monday, the 24th, and you're going to close Wednesday, the 26th. Okay. So my friend's husband said the same thing I said. So when are y'all supposed to get all the punch out list done? When are you supposed to get the punch out list done? Oh, we'll have it done in time. We'll have it done in time. So you mean to tell me that you're going to have this house finished And we're going to come and do the walkthrough on Monday. And let me tell you something. I'm straight gangster with it, baby. I shows up with my own blue painter's tape. You doing new construction? Okay. Even my own house. I can tell you, I bought 2 brand new construction houses. Oh, and I showed up with my own. I came with my own inspector, my own home inspector, and my own roll of blue painter's tape. Because, oh, no. Any imperfection I see is getting some tape. It's getting some tape. For those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, when you do that final walkthrough, it's where you're getting your punch out list. The things that the builder needs to do, those last things. So like if you see a gouge in the wall where they was bringing in the carpet or something, you take a little piece of that blue painter's tape, because it can peel off, right? And you stick it on the wall. You stick it wherever there's a problem, whether it's a crack in the tile, whatever it is. You take that blue painter's tape and you tape it up there. So that way, when your punch out person comes or your punch out team, they know they're going to go straight to the blue tape. Like we write it up too. Like there's some imperfections on the wall in the dining room next to the window. Okay, so they're looking at it on a sheet of paper. Plus, they can go and see the little blue tape. Oh, this is what they're talking about. Okay, so anyway, I'm gangster with it. I show up 1 or 2 rolls of blue tape, my own tape. I don't need your tape, because you're not gonna tear me off a little piece and think that's gonna suffice with me. No, baby, I shows up with my own roll. Okay, so again, you mean tell us that the week of Thanksgiving. So nobody's working Thursday and nobody working Friday. Let's quit with the story. Oh yeah, some people working on Friday. Ain't nobody title company working on Friday. I ain't never known the underwriter work on Friday after Thanksgiving. Come on, your subs is probably gone after Tuesday. The subs are not working the Friday after Thanksgiving either. Come on, let's just be for real about it, okay? So you mean tell me we're gonna do all of these blue tapes? We're going to do all the punch out, and you're going to have that punch out list completed to my satisfaction, to my customer satisfaction by Wednesday. And we got to walk back through on Wednesday and make sure that you've done everything and then go to closing on Wednesday. I just stood there. I was like, okay, see, because sometimes I know how I am. I'm a very laid back person until I get some, but once I get revved up, bruh, it ain't 0 to 10, it's 0 to 200. So I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing at first, right? So then my friend's husband, my brother-in-law, I call him brother-in-law said, so you mean to tell me? And I was like, oh, he have been listening. Okay. He said, you mean to tell me you're gonna be finished with everything on my punch out list by Wednesday? And he was like, yeah, everything should be fine. Everything should be fine. He said, well, I'm going to tell you like this. If it ain't perfect, if everything ain't done on Wednesday, we will not be going to closing. We will not be going to closing. Okay? He said, I'm not signing nothing. You know how much I'm paying for this house? And if it ain't all right, and if it ain't perfect, I'm not closing. I said, as well, you shouldn't. I said, because then you're going to be spending time running down either him, this builder, or 1 or 2, 3, 4 of the subs. Because at a certain point, he going to get tired. The builder, the on-site builder, he going to get tired of you calling. He going to be like, well, here's my cabinet man. Here's the such and such people, the plumbing people, the this, the that, the this, the that. And you can call them and just follow up with them. Now, we ain't finna follow up with nobody. If you paying this much money for this house better be right. Don't y'all let these people bully y'all into taking this house that ain't finished. Don't you let them bully you into taking a house ain't got no grass. You ain't put the sod down. You ain't even put no straw down. Whatever. You ain't finished. If you ain't finished my landscaping, you ain't finished my house. You understand what I'm saying? And again, I don't care if you're paying $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. Everything better be right. Don't you let these people bully you into that, because I'm telling you, you will be running them down for the rest of your time you in that house, trying to get them to come back and fix what they was already supposed to fix. And then later on, weeks, months later, if you accept it without, it all being complete, you're going to start running across blue tape. You're going to open up the closet, blue tape in there. Then you're going to get mad. You're going to get mad at yourself because you didn't hold the line. Listen, these builders is hurting. They going to push through loans. Listen, because they own the mortgage company. They going to push through loans because some people should not even be qualifying. Let's just be honest. But listen, they got 7 months worth of inventory. They hurting. These builders are hurting. They want some money, okay? And they want you to close. So don't sit up there. Okay, let's say they do another different type of bait and switch on you, okay? Let's say you get in here and maybe you wanted some particular light fixtures in a particular room, or you did an upgrade on something, right? And it's not right. Don't you sign them papers. Don't sign them papers. Don't let them bully you into taking something that's not complete. If you go into the car lot, if you decide you want, okay, I'm gonna say, like, for me personally, I'm on my third Lexus. I love the Lexus RX. I got the 450H. I got a hybrid. Okay, I love my little hybrid because when I'm in my right mind, I drive it right and I save a whole bunch of gas. Okay, so when then I'm looking at, I don't know if I want another Lexus. I like that big Lexus TX, that big old thing. I don't know why when you get old, you want bigger stuff. But anyway, I've been looking at that. Do you think I'm going to go over there and they're going to say, well, Rhonda, it got 3 tires on it and we'll get you the 4th one? No. So why would you do that on a house? Listen, if the appliances ain't in, if they ain't got that, normally the lender won't let you close if you don't have the CO, certificate of occupancy anyway. But I have seen when the builder owns the mortgage company, so much stuff will just get swept by. Oh, we know they're going to handle it. Yeah. No, you stand firm that you're getting what you're paying for, that you're getting everything that's on that contract. Okay? Make sure you're getting it in writing and make sure that it's done. Because listen, in one of the videos I did, I think in October, I talked about where we've already seen one builder go bankrupt. It was a smaller builder, but it was a smaller builder in South Florida. Baby, that's gonna be nationwide. These builders, they hurting for money. They is hurting. These prices ran up too high, everything. And now they sit up here with all this inventory. And just like you went in there and you bust them in the mouth to get that good deal, you need to bust them in the mouth and hold the line to make sure everything is done and that you get everything off of that new build contract. When it's new construction, you better make sure it's right, because there's nothing worse than paying a whole bunch of money for something brand new and it ain't right. And it ain't right. Then you going to be mad at yourself. You liable to be mad at your partner, your whomever. Don't settle. Don't settle. Like I said, they got 7 months worth of inventory on the market, honey. Another builder will do that deal. Don't even stress about it. But just make sure that you make your builder on your house. This is your money. On your house, hold the line.